Hey, how are you? Good to see you. It is, it is, what day is it? Tuesday in America. It's Wednesday here. It is good to see you all. Oh man, I had a late night last night. Went out to see a relative who is down here from Canberra. So I'm a little groggy this morning, even though it's 11 a.m. How are you all? Good to see you. James Avery was either way early or way late. Maybe both. We'll see. Kathy Lynch says, I will be on the replay crew for several days. Have a great week. I will miss you guys. She's obviously going to go and do her spy work. She's a spy and she travels internationally to assassinate targets and who knows. Bees are life. Hey, how are you? Robbie is here. Nanalana. Juniper is here. Hey, Juniper. And Marilyn Landis. Marilyn Landis, how are you? Mama Mia is here. Who else? Lynn D made it. Sharon's here. Ginger Porter. Maria's here. Hey guys, good to see you. Guys, girls, ladies, people. Yes. All right. I have an update for you out of the UK about our torso investigation. Is that what we're calling it now? The torso investigation? We have a torso to investigate. Please follow me to the torso room. All right. So apparently they've given us a definition of what they found in the, Kersal Dale. We finally, we're like, is it a head? Is it a torso? Is it a chest or whatever? Why did they think it was female? Well, now we know. It says the human remains discovered at Kersal Dale were a lower back, buttocks, and a thigh. And a thigh? And thigh. So sort of like, yeah, the lower, I wouldn't even call this a torso. I'd call this the waist of a person or like the lower section of a human. But yeah, so it's sort of like from the stomach down to the upper legs or to just around the knees. So that's the section they found. The lower back, the buttocks, and the thigh, all wrapped in multiple sheets of cellophane. But still, they have done a DNA test on the individual that they have found. They have revealed that they do not have a hit on any database that police have access to in the UK. The person is not in any database. They cannot get a match, and they are still wondering who this person is that they found murdered and dismembered in Kersal Dale in Salford. And they haven't found the rest of them either. They don't know where the rest of the person is. They checked bins, rivers. They scoured that entire like forest area. Not one other part of this person has been recovered. So the police are still urging anyone with information or video, CCTV, or an idea of who the person might be to contact them. They are running out of ideas apparently. They don't know. And it is a little odd. It is a little strange. And you would think they would at least have, I don't know, an idea. Did the person they arrested, the 20-year-old, not give them anything at all? No leads to go off, no like, oh, his name was Freddie, but he left yesterday. Nothing like that. He was interrogated for 4 days at the police station, and they don't have a clue who this person is that they found. So they're asking people to, if they have any information that could identify the person that they found or know anything else about the killing or the murder, to call 101 and quote log number 2695 of 4th of April 2024. Information can also be passed anonymously to the independent charity Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. So that's the update I have for you. At least we know sort of what they found now. But then the question goes to, where's the rest of them? Where's their chest and their head and their arms and, you know, where's their calves and their feet? It's almost like they were chopped into 3 sections or something. Where are the other large portions of this human? Hey LMS, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, there's your update out of the UK. It's not a big update, but I thought you might want to get clarification on what they meant by torso and then lower area. So now we know it's the lower back, the buttocks, and the thigh. That's it. No other part of him has been located. Now, something else odd happened in this area today. We're going to do this quickly, then we're going to get to the mushrooms. Uh, this is very odd. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Apparently, this item was put into a letterbox in the local area, same area as the torso, not connected, but they thought it might be an explosive device and that the bomb squad actually came out and they blew it up in a controlled detonation. Uh, I've worked in tech for a long time and I can't tell you what this is. It looks like it may have a battery under this sort of electrical cover. This cover here is so things don't short on each other, and it's sort of like a protective cover. But what this circuit board is, and what it does, and what these power cables here do, I have no idea. But it was put into someone's letterbox, and they freaked out. It says here the device that sparked a bomb alert and led to evacuations in the Salford housing estate tonight. They said the device was deemed to be viable at the scene, and as such, a controlled explosion was carried out as a precaution. They said, "We understand the alarm was raised after the item was posted through a letterbox inside a package at a house on the street. There have been no reports of any injuries." It's a little odd, right? Why would someone put that into your letterbox? It's a bit weird. And so you can see they had the bomb squad. There's the guy in the explosive type suit, detonation suit. And you can see the truck here with all their gear and stuff they need to safely detonate things or deal with explosive devices. But what is it? If anyone knows in the chat what this might be, let me know. But the circuit board to me looks mass manufactured. You can see here it has the holes here for screws, and then here it has some sort of interface. This is an interface here, maybe like it almost looks like an external hard drive. This almost looks like a serial ADA port or something like that. You can see it's only got one row of solder though. Normally it would have two to connect each pin on the other side, but I can't make it out. It looks mass manufactured though, especially with these holes here, and then this set of cables. What is it hiding under there? I think a battery, but hmm, very odd. Could it be explosive? Don't know, but they said it was viable. Very odd. Yeah, wires. That's connecting to the battery, I believe. It's odd, right? Very odd. Let me see if I can make it even bigger for you people watching on phones. There we go. That's the biggest I can make it for you. Naval naval wars. They're gonna blow each other up. A toy car like Batman's. Well, it's actually a circuit board with some sort of you know, a collection of wires. You got a white, a black, a green, a blue, and a yellow. They look like power cables to me, at least some of them do. I don't know, but they blew it up. It went kaboom. They they put another explosive on it and went kapoosh, and they blew it up. So whatever it was, it's now gone. It's now into a billion pieces, vaporized. So it won't hurt anybody in the future. The question now comes: who put it there and why? Why did they put it there? It's interesting. It looks like they covered it in water. As you can see, there's a lot of water on the ground here. It's very reflective. I think they doused it in water, and they often do this. I'm not sure why. Maybe to dampen it, or maybe what they did is they put it into a big giant drum of water and then attached like det cord to it and did like a small explosion. Kapoof. So it actually contains the explosion with inside the drum. And I wonder if that's what they did because there's a lot of water here. Don't know. I'm not sure. And there's also toilet paper. Why is there toilet paper there? Did they put it into a toilet? Is this a lethal weapon all over again? I'm not sure. It doesn't even say in here, I don't think. Let's have a look. Nope, it doesn't tell us anything. They just said everyone in the local area was evacuated and residents had no idea why. The GMP, which is the Greater Manchester Police, said we are currently responding to reports of a suspicious item at an address in Eccles. At around 4:10 p.m. today, we received reports of a suspicious item at an address in Cassidy Way. As a precautionary measure and to ensure the safety of the community, a cordon has been put in place, with some nearby residents being asked to leave their properties. EOD are currently at the scene and assessing the item. And then in an update, they said, as a precautionary measure, a controlled explosion of the item has been carried out by EOD. There is not believed to be any wider risk to the community. They said they are carrying out further inquiries. Just trying to see if anyone in the comments has any idea. Some people are saying that it looks like a raspberry pie. It does a little bit. Hold on. Let's have a look. Hmm. Maybe, but why would they put it through someone's letterbox like that? They're quite expensive. Why would they do that? Yeah. This is a Raspberry Pi. There are cheaper versions and knockoffs that you can buy. It does have the holes in it. You see like that? And there's a row of pins, but on the one we saw, the pins are not here. They're up here on this side, on the front. Hmm. Maybe not a Raspberry Pi, but maybe something similar, like a printed circuit board for something. For what? I don't know. Yeah, so there's a Raspberry Pi. Maybe it is that. Yeah, for people at home that can't see. Oh, there we go. Maybe something like that. Could be. Let's see. Let's have a look. Maybe, but it doesn't quite match. But it does have a similar. It's purple too, not black or green. It's a purple color. Hold on, purple. Let's see. Let's see if I can find anything that looks similar. Um, I mean, you can get a lot of different purple circuit boards like that. Nothing that looks similar or has the same type of markings as that one. Hmm. Don't know. It's a mystery. Although it does sort of look like it was that shape where it could fit in like a little case like that, like a rectangle case. I don't know. Maybe someone on TikTok or, social media thought it would be funny to get his street shut down and get the bomb squad out there. And they're like, oh my God, let me put this on TikTok. Possibly. We're going to be very mad, Penguin. Hi, Penguin. What is it called? An Arduino Pi. GPIO IoT. Arduino Pi. Okay. Hold on. Um, Hold on. How did you say that? Let's see. Stereo FM radio transmitter module. Hmm. Maybe. Here, I can show you. Might be a little small though. Something like that. It doesn't have the row of pins that we see in the see here. You got a set of pins that run here and then a connector on the other side. But on the photo I can see on the other one, it doesn't have that. But it could be something similar. It's definitely some sort of mass manufactured circuit board. It's not like a homemade breadboard or something like that. Hey Pam, how are you? Good to have you here. Okay, let's move on. Hope you found that interesting like I did. Okie dokie, let's talk mushrooms. Let's talk mushroom murders. More murders of mushrooms. Uh, there is another death down here. If you didn't watch The Late Show last night, breaking news yesterday, another woman died from, we're not sure, possibly a mushroom drink that was given to her at a, what would you call it? Like a well-being and like, when they do like the sound therapy and they do crystals and what else do they do? Meditation, relaxing, uh, that type of thing. Apparently, this woman, here she is. Here's a photo. Rachel Dixon died of suspected cardiac arrest after drinking a mushroom laced liquid. They're not 100% sure what it was right now, but they're saying the mum died at a health retreat near Ballarat, believed to have consumed magic mushrooms that had been crushed up into a drink. Now, if you don't know what magic mushrooms are, they're psychedelic mushrooms. You eat them, you hallucinate, and sort of like acid, but it's a mushroom. And she says here, in the second mushroom related tragedy in Victoria in less than a year, 53-year-old Rachel Dixon of Ringwood North went into cardiac arrest allegedly after drinking the hallucinogenic concoction prepared at Soul Barn Creative Wellbeing Centre in Clunes at midnight on Sunday. Two other guests who ingested the liquid were taken by ambulance in the early hours of Sunday to Ballarat Base Hospital, where they stayed for observation. They have since been discharged and they are okay. So it was only this lady here. But people I have spoken to said it's unlikely you are to die from taking magic mushrooms. They're not known to cause any serious type of effects to you other than you're going to trip out for about, you know, 4 or 5 hours. It's going to be psychedelic. But other than that, there is no like serious health risk for doing it. You're not going to go into cardiac arrest. And if that is the case, that's what happened to her. Why did that happen? And is it some sort of predisposition? Did she have some sort of underlying medical issue she didn't know about? What caused her death and the other women to not die? Did they pick mushrooms thinking they were magic mushrooms and accidentally got a bad one? And then they put it into the drink. Some of them were magic mushrooms and some of them were poison mushrooms. Don't know right now. They're doing toxicology results on her, samples, and I think they're even trying to get a sample of the drink if they can. Here's a little like video of the woman who died. She was doing some exercise not long before she passed away.
Hey everyone, just climbed up the fire trail, Mount Dandenong Ranges. Way too long since I've done this. Good leg workout, cardio workout the Savo. Swam a couple of Ks at Williamstown this morning. I think we'll call that an all-over body workout for the day. Have a great day, guys.
There's been another death in Victoria linked to mushrooms after a 53-year-old woman died at a health retreat near Ballarat. Rachel Dixon went into cardiac arrest after allegedly drinking a hallucinogenic concoction prepared at Soul Barn Creative Wellbeing Centre in Clunes at midnight on Sunday. Two other guests who drank the liquid were taken to Ballarat Base Hospital where they stayed for observation. They have since been discharged. Detectives are probing the circumstances of Miss Dixon's death and will interview the other people who were present.
Angela says maybe she freaked out. Maybe she had like an anxiety attack and maybe like it stressed out her heart or something. I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. Emily Nobb says maybe the trip scared her. Maybe she had a really bad trip and freaked out. Maybe. But it sounds like it happened very quickly after she had the substance. It's about midnight on Sunday night. I think she drank it not too long beforehand. Um, Whatever happened, it's very sad. She was well loved. She had a son who is here, and her son put out a statement below here saying this is a photo of him and his mum when he was younger. His name is Matthew, and that's him and his mum. And it says, "Rest in peace." He obviously needs, some help with spelling. To the most loving, most caring person I've ever known, can't thank you enough for everything you ever did for me and all the support you gave me. Words can't begin to describe how much I miss you. Wish I could give you one last hug. Love you, infinity, Mum. A love heart emoji. So that's him and his mum when he was a little boy. Yeah, very sad case, unfortunately. Nalana says, I'm not eating or drinking anything. I do not know what's in it. Maryland has also said pre-existing condition. That's why I said maybe she was predisposed to something. Like maybe she had an allergy or I don't know. But hopefully we will find out shortly about what happened to this poor woman. I'm just trying to find out a bit more information. There's another photo of her, Miss Dixon. So apparently they are going to talk to the owner of the business. Now, the repercussions for this could be very different compared to, Erin Patterson. Erin Patterson, served her mushrooms at a private event. This is not a private event. This was a business. And if you die on a business property and they feed you something, it's a big deal because you could get arrested as the owner even if you weren't there because it happened on your business property. It's your property, you're trading under that name, and the people that work there or do business under your banner are your responsibility. So, especially when someone dies after you give them like food or drink, this could actually be very, very bad for the owner. And I find something very interesting here. Apparently, I'll get to this bit in a second. Friends of the owner of the business have been calling her to let her know it's not your fault. Don't be sad. These things happen. No, 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 no. If you own Soul Barn, while you might be a very lovely lady, while you might try to do the right thing, it doesn't matter. A woman died at your business. You can't take that mindset that, oh, it's not your fault and blah, blah, blah. No. If you never had that business, if you never opened or operated it, if you didn't offer the service that was happening, this woman might still be with us today. So I really don't like when people are posting this type of stuff to the owner. I mean, while it isn't directly her fault, it is her business, and she needs to take responsibility for it. Says here, it's understood an urgent notification was sent out on the Ambulance Victoria Run app. Good Sam, it says Good Sam responder that a woman at Solwan was unconscious and in cardiac arrest. A young man nearby jumped into his car and grabbed a defibrillator. So he actually had one on him and he must have been like a paramedic or something. And it alerts people nearby who can give life-saving measures in case an ambulance or, paramedic can't get there in time. So it helps get trained medical people to a sick person a lot quicker. And it's a really great idea. It says the app alerts all registered individuals of unfolding medical emergencies and notifies them of the closest defibrillator. That is a great idea. So this young man ran there, got to the property, and tried to help her, but she was already very sick apparently and was unable to be saved. Says here, the day after Miss Dixon's sudden death, Solbarn posted a social media statement saying a coming event had been cancelled. Well, you'd hope so. It says it's understood police do not believe poisonous death cap mushrooms were used in the drink consumed by the trio. Austin Health, which runs the Victorian Poison Information Centre, confirmed it was contacted for advice after the incident. The VPIC can be contacted by health professionals in need of specialist advice or members of the public. Yeah, very interesting. It says a local resident, John Locke, has known Solbarn's owner, Miss Mullins, for 4 years and described her as a great lady. He said, she's a lovely lady who does good, positive things for the town. I hope she's staying low. Yes, Mr. Locke, I'm sure she is. Mr. Locke said Clunes was a very strong community and would get through the tragedies that have struck the small regional town in recent weeks. Yeah, we had it's Hannah Maguire. I just want to say her name right. Yes, Hannah Maguire. Hannah Maguire was killed and murdered not too far away in the same town, only a couple of weeks ago. So the area of Ballarat and surrounding towns have had a very bad year, month, whatever you want to call it. Horrible. They've had a really awful time. Hey, Sienna, how are you? DJ also made it. Hey, DJ. Moonlight View says, I just use porcini mushroom powder in my veggies pot pie and I feel guilty. No, that's okay. Pam says, I took plenty of, well, I can't pronounce this. Is it psilocybin. It's the um, it's magic mushrooms in the 1960s. Never affected me negatively. Her mushrooms were cut with something. I've actually done magic mushrooms. When I moved to Victoria, they're quite popular here because of the damp climate. They grow everywhere around here, especially in autumn, leading into winter. They just pop up everywhere, and they're quite easy to get. They're quite easy to access. And when I was younger, I was like, yeah, why not? And I actually hated my experience on them. I did not like it. I had a really bad night on it, and I never did them again, ever again. Never, never, ever again. Nana says, I haven't eaten mushrooms since the death, Erin Patterson. I have, but not that often. Like now, Ping. Yes, like now, right at this time of year, you'd be able to get them just about anywhere. It is quite damp and it's been raining. Anytime it rains down here in the colder months, you can find magic mushrooms down here. Pam says recreational drugs nowadays are usually cut with something. Yeah, but normally when you get them down here, they get them fresh. They just go pick them, and then they either dry them or you eat them fresh, which is they taste disgusting. But they do. They either I think this one was a dried powder. From what I understand, it was a powderized, dried version of it, not a fresh version. Gambler says a mushroom drink sounds vile. Um, it doesn't sound nice, no. Moonlight View says never go body surfing on mushrooms. The crawl back to the vehicle is bad. It would be, yes. Um, yeah, but it's been about 20 years since I did anything like that. And yeah, so I can understand someone not having a good night on it, but cardiac arrest, that is a whole different kettle of fish. And they're just talking about this is the store here, Soul Barn. That's the location. That's their sign in the door. And look, mushrooms, psychedelic ones. No, I think they're crystals or something like that. It says on Tuesday evening, Soul Barn remained empty with all lights in the premise turned off. Blinds around the perimeter of the building were pulled down, but the store's front window was stocked with crystals and incenses. Yes. Posters offering yoga and sound immersion experiences as well as shamanic healing sessions were stuck to the business's front door. On Friday night, before Miss Nixon's death, Solbarn held an event called A Night with Spirit, hosted by Benjamin Venz, which was described as a unique opportunity to experience his trance mediumship live. What is trance mediumship? Is that like where you play trance music and then talk to spirits, or is that where he puts you into a trance and then you connect with dead people? I don't know. I'm not a woo woo person. What does it say? Mediumship, trance mediumship. Trance speakers believe that entering a trance gave them access to the spirits and through them to knowledge inaccessible in the waking world. Sometimes an assistant would write down the medium's words, such as in the early 20th century, collaborations between the trance medium, I don't know, what does that say? The trance medium, Mrs. Cecil M. Cook of the William T. Steed Memorial Center in Chicago, and the journalist Lloyd Kenyon Jones. The latter was a non-medium spiritualist who transcribed Cook's messages in shorthand. He edited them for publication in a book and pamphlet form. So, okay, sometimes you would have someone who would copy it down because obviously in their trance, they can't remember what they're saying. Yeah. Apparently, this is a very old photo of what that trance mediumship might look like. You got a guy up there, and I guess people listening and stuff. Probably listening to what he's saying. Mental mediumship. No, we want the trance one. So it says in the 1860s and 1870s, trance mediums, also known as trance speakers, were very popular. This allowed female adherents, many of whom had strong interest in social justice, to speak in public in an area where doing so went against existing social norms. Many trance mediums delivered passionate speeches on uh, different things, different women's rights, temperance. Uh, what is this called? Abotulism? I can't even pronounce this right now. Abolitionism? That's not right. Women's suffrage, and scholars have described Lenora Piper as one of the most famous trance mediums in the history of spiritualism. Who is Lenora Piper? I think we're going down a rabbit hole, but I wanted to give you some background on what that event was. Researchers and scientists who studied Piper's mediumship have described mentalist techniques such as cold reading, muscle reading, and fishing, all techniques that she may have used to gather information. Not surprising. I'm not surprised. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. Can we get to 43? Probably not, but I appreciate it. Hey, Alaska, how are you? Pam says, interested to know why she died. Maybe an autopsy will reveal. They're doing toxicology right now, so we might have to wait a little while if there's no obvious signs within the autopsy. We might have to wait a couple of weeks to find out. Let me see if there's one on here about her. Here. Come on. Let's go. So apparently, the University of Newcastle criminologist Santi Mallet, speaking on Channel 7 Sunrise on Wednesday morning, said psychoactive magic mushrooms alone would be unlikely to be fatal, and Miss Dixon could have consumed highly toxic fungi. Many look very similar to ordinary mushrooms. Maybe. Professor Mallet said if fatal toxic mushrooms were on the health center's premises to be consumed, any legal culpability for that depends on who brought them there. That really depends on who possibly scavenged for those mushrooms. They will probably be growing at this time of year. It is autumn. Yeah, like I said, when it gets a bit cold, a bit rainy, they're everywhere down here. You can get them everywhere. Sorry, my cat. Muff. He's like lying like right there. He's just being very quiet. It says, so it really depends on who picked them, who knew what was in those drinks. That's an interesting question. Did they know they were consuming psychedelics, or did they just say, "Here's a drink, you're gonna have a very spiritual encounter"? That'll be a big point. How much did they know, and were they aware of what they were drinking? Hold on, guys. Sorry, we're back. Hey, Reby. Long time no chat. Hopefully, all well and happy. Did you disappear to China again? Did you run away? Okay, let's see. No, we don't need to know about Erin. The Criminologists said, "We're looking at misadventure or intent. The police looking both of those until they have evidence to take one of them to basically choose one and go down that path." So that is a good point. They're going to have to answer those questions first. Police must determine who picked the mushrooms that are believed to have caused the death of a 53-year-old woman at an alternate health retreat on the weekend before they can decide if any charges will be laid, according to the criminologist, Dr. Mallet. It'd be interesting to know the timing. How long after she drank the concoction did she die? How long after did she start feeling sick? Because they have sort of like a time that they start to kick in. Same with poison. Can be like an hour, 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Can take a certain amount of time. Let's see. Apparently it was, she is believed to have crushed up mushrooms and consumed them in a drink. Hmm. Did she, did the, did Rachel Dixon crush up the mushrooms, or did someone else do that? That'll be another thing. Like I said, did she know what was in it, or did someone just hand her something and go, "Drink this, you'll feel great"? We don't know at the moment. You you're on holidays. Alright, your sister ended up in hospital or your mother? Oh, your sister. Oh, that's no good. I hope she's feeling a bit better now. They don't come here anymore, gambler. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. I'm a little mad with people. All right, let's move on. I don't really have anything more about the mushrooms. We'll find out when police give more of a press conference. And I don't think they have they? Let's have a look. ABC News. Huh? That's all right. Fixed it. Did police give a press conference on the mushroom thing? No, not yet. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't see a press conference. Odd. If we do get one later on today, I will I will bring it to you. All right, let's move on. If I get more information, I will tell you. Resources exhausted. What does that mean? Resources. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm trying to have a look at what this message means on YouTube. Resource has been exhausted. I don't know. Apparently, it's got something to do with the YouTube app. Something to do with if you're on the app and not on the website. We're being hacked, everyone. We're being hacked by Elon Musk. Yeah, we got 1 million watching. Oh, okay. Hey, how's it going? My name is, you know, Giant Channel Ping. And we're here tonight talking about Good Mythical Morning. And my name's Rhett. Link's not here tonight. But we're going to play a game. Let's talk about that. No, all right. Sorry. let's get back to the true crime. I have some more true crime for you. Actually, hold on. I do have more true crime. Just hold on a second. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. I'm confused because that's not the story we were going to do. All right, that's fine. We'll do this one. So it says Tennessee lawmakers passed Jillian's law honoring slain Belmont student. Let's watch.
Operation Crime and Justice, a small comfort tonight for the parents of murdered Belmont University freshman Jillian Ludwig. A crime bill named in her memory is now headed to Governor Lee.
Well, Jillian Ludwig killed back in November, and Metro Police say that the shot was fired by a man's doctor who found him incompetent to stand trial in another case. Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino shows us what this bill means for Jillian's family and the state of Tennessee.
It's certainly a pivotal and emotional day for Jillian Ludwig's family. Jillian's law passing both the House and the Senate in a near unanimous vote. Jillian's family very moved at the moment this law became reality. The law closes the loophole in Tennessee that had allowed a charged violent offender deemed too mentally unstable to stand trial from getting immediately released back into society. Jillian's law would require those felony defendants to be admitted to a mental health treatment facility. It also bars that suspect from having a weapon and also puts them on a national background check database for criminals.
I'm happy that Jillian's legacy, with her name attached to this bill, will help save lives.
And the struggle is not over for Jillian's family. Shaquille Taylor, charged with firing the bullet that killed Jillian, will have a competency hearing next month to see whether or not he'll face a trial for those charges. Previously, he had been evaluated as functioning on a kindergarten level. Jillian's family saying that Taylor did in fact hold a job, had an apartment, and they say he was able to get rid of the weapon used to kill Jillian. And Jillian's parents telling me they have now started a foundation in her name called Ray of Light. Ray is Jillian's middle name. This charity to help children learn music, Jillian's passion, also to help make Jillian's law active in other states as well that might have had this same loophole. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
So the reason I wanted to show you that's a great change for the laws, meaning a lot more people hopefully won't get hurt, and maybe some other people will get some more help even when they do commit a crime. That'd be good, right? The reason I wanted to show you it is this. I wanted to get people's opinion on what they call named laws. So when they say like this is Jillian's law, or if they do one for Sebastian, maybe if we figure out what's going on there, or maybe they do like Elijah's law for Elijah Vu, or even some of the older ones like the the 4 college students who were murdered in their home. Maybe they'll do one for those people. What is your opinion on laws being associated with a victim, like a murder victim? And is it a thing that helps these type of laws get through, like the government, or is it distracting from the issues that they're trying to deal with? I want to know what people think, because I think some of them are really, really great. Like this one, it's almost like it didn't even need to have a name attached. It just, these are all very good changes that will hopefully help both sides of the equation. People that obviously have a mental illness or something, they'll get more treatment, even if it is, confined. They will still get it after they commit a crime or whatever. And then, there's other ones that you'll see that are a little different, but yeah, who's unsubscribing? Sienna says, I like it because you remember the law when it's with somebody's name who was hurt or worse, because if it was a number, nobody would remember it. Maria says, I think it's a great way to memorialize people by making changes to help others. If the changes do help, yes. A clip of what exactly? Emily Knob says, I signed for those laws. You mean you like vote on them like a prop? I gotcha. Hey Marjorie, how are you? Oh, petitions. Okay, not a prop. Okay. Because I know some of them go through like a prop. You have to do like a state vote for it. So, what's going on? Hey April. Oh, what the hell? It seems like YouTube is on the brink tonight. April just sent me a photo saying she has no subscribe, like she's not subscribed to anyone. But apparently she's subscribed to quite a number of channels. Hey Diamond Heart, how are you? I'm not forthcoming. Yes, I'm sorry. It is me who is hacking YouTube. I know you guys don't believe it, but it really is me. Oh, I can show it? Okay. I don't like taking people's messages unless they tell me, I can do that. All right, hold on. Let me save that and then I'll upload it. Oh, what the hell? Everything's broken tonight. Everything. What is what? Hold on. See if that helps. Everything's broken tonight, apparently. Okay, that worked. So this is April's YouTube, and she reckons she is subscribed to many channels, and it says here she doesn't have any channels at all. None. She's not subscribed to anyone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. I think YouTube is a little broken. One person. I don't know what I don't know. Hold on. Let's look at YouTube. Let's see if it's down right now. I don't see anything. Oh, actually I do. People are getting the same error that resource has been exhausted, check quota, and then other people are getting stuff saying something went wrong. There is a lot of people like I'll show you. There's other people in other countries, obviously like Japan and stuff. A cucumber. Let me see. People are getting like this and like this. So you guys are not the only one. Seems to be it is everyone on YouTube right now. 18 minutes. Shortest live show ever. I just hope that if it is saying that you are unsubscribed and then you guys try to press the subscribe button and then you go away and, do whatever for your day and then you come back and instead of being subscribed, you'll be unsubscribed. What is going on? It's broken. Okay, we're all broken tonight. It won't let me. Yeah, Diamond Heart, it will not let you thumbs up. Sienna says, I've been unsubscribed from everybody. Andrew says it unsub me too. I have no subscribers. None. I have none. All right. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Let's talk about this. Okay, law enforcement officers have found a vehicle, but not the two children who went missing on Tuesday, the Montgomery City Council president said in a Tuesday meeting. The state issued an Amber Alert for 5-year-old Caden Perryman, a black male who law enforcement suspects has been kidnapped by 13-year-old Geneyiza Gunn. I hope that's how I pronounce her name. Gunn was driving a white 2011 Chevrolet Equinox with Alabama tag 6357BL5. Perryman was last seen near Gibbs Village in Montgomery. Anyone with information should call 911. There was another update though. Let me find the Jenny Yeezer one here, 1 hour ago. Come on.
We have a breaking news update regarding that Amber Alert issued for two missing Montgomery children. The Alabama law enforcement agency now says that car they believe to be connected to this case has been found, but the two children are still missing. You see them there on your screen. Caden Perryman, he is just 5 years old, and Janijah Gunn, she is 13. Police say they believe she took the 5-year-old. Again, they are still missing this afternoon. The car believed to be connected to the case, that Chevy Equinox, has been recovered. These children were last seen in the area of Gibbs Village in Montgomery around 9 o'clock last night. If you have seen them, if you spot them, please call 911. We do have their pictures on WSFA.com, so you can share those to your social media pages. We have a breaking for two missing Montgomery children. The Alabama law enforcement agency now says that car they believe to be connected to this case has been found, but the two children are still missing. You see them there on your screen. Caden Perryman, he is just 5 years old, and Janijah Gunn, she is 13. Police say
I actually looked up her name before we came to air, and I watched a different news channel, and they pronounced her name completely different. This news channel pronounces her name Janiza. So there we go. There you go. Janiza or whatever. Janiza Gunn. I'll just say that. And Caden Perryman, 5 and 13. How can you steal a car at 13, and where are you going to go with a 5-year-old? Is there another adult involved here? Like, it's very odd, right? It's his sister, apparently. Are they running away from home? Is that what they're trying to get away from home? Yes, we can see each other. So it says they were last seen around 9 p.m. on Monday in the area of Gibbs Village in Montgomery. And they said, now I've forgotten how to pronounce her name again. Investigators believe Jenny Yeezer abducted her brother and drove off in a 2011 Chevrolet Equinox. Montgomery police say the car was found in Selma on Tuesday, but the children are still missing. Why though? Why did they steal a car and drive away? How did she even drive for so far? It's really odd, right? At 13, I had no idea how to drive a vehicle. Not for that far either. If they Police say the car was found in Selma. Okay. How far is Gibbs Village to Selma? Gibbs Village to Selma. Let's look on the maps. No. That's not how you do that. What is the Montgomery? Montgomery. All right. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Why are you being a jerk to me? All right, there we go. Share this page. So it's about 5.3 miles or about 8 minutes in the car. So not that long, but she would have to negotiate, like, at a minimum, maybe the back streets, and maybe if they went this way and avoided the highway, they could at least get through here on a straight road, Fairfield Ave, and get up here near Alabama State University. It is a pretty good run, and you avoid the freeway. But it is still a distance, at least between 4.6 miles and 5.3 miles. It's a while. It's a quite a distance for a 13-year-old to drive in a car. It is an interesting, like, they had to go about 20 blocks. Look. And then you could go through downtown and end up over here somewhere near Jackson Hospital. It is quite a distance in Montgomery. Actually, don't we have someone that lives out here in the chat? I thought we did. That lives out near Montgomery. Maybe not. There you go. There's the distance where the car was taken from Gibbs Village to somewhere on the right side of the screen. It was dumped, and they were able to recover it. Kidnapping her brother. She kidnapped her brother, not a random person. Sienna says, I wonder if we'll be able to watch Trish tonight. Everything is gone for me except Ping. I'm sure Trish will be on. She'll be actually, hold on. Do you guys want me to check? Let's have a look. Yeah, I see her. Her show's up. She should be fine to get on. I'm sure she'll be able to start the live. So it should be fine. Just go to the channel and look for the show. Maybe she was rescuing him, like, from an abusive situation? Maybe. You might be right. Alright, let's have a look. Caden Perryman. Let's see if there's an update in the last hour. No, but our friend, Mr. Ickadmel, was talking about it earlier. Or he's on now, I can't tell. He might be on, he might not be, but he was talking about it earlier too. Says here, the vehicle was found. Yep, we know that. Geneyiza or Gene... I'm saying it wrong. I keep pronouncing the Y. There is no Y if you pronounce it like the news station. Oh, apparently they put out a Amber Alert text in the local area. Here, let me grab that for you and put it up here. Apparently they put out a local alert for them. They said, Caden Perryman, 5-year-old black male abducted. Abductor is believed to be 13-year-old Genyeza or Genyeza, I hope that's right. Gun, driving a white 2011 Chevrolet Equinox, but they found the Equinox now, but last seen near Gibbs Village in Montgomery, Alabama. Directions of travel is unknown at this time. If you have seen or have information, call 911 or HP, star HP. There you go. There's the Amber Alert. Hopefully they find him. Hey. Hey, Fruit Jones Bobby. I'm not talking to just you, but hey, good to see you. Yeah, just search for the channel and you'll find her. I know, right? I could dance, I could, I could rap all my favorite rap songs and not leave out the naughty words and all right, let's go. Let's do some more true crime. We've got to get out of here soon. 20 minutes and then we got to go. So we got a couple more. Apparently, the bodies found on Sunday in the Oklahoma Panhandle, below that, was it like a dam? Yeah, and they covered it with straw and hay. They have been officially identified as Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly. Just thought I would give you that little tidbit of information about that. Last night we went over some of the documents, the arrest affidavits for the 4 people that were involved. And actually, let's talk about Riley's train. I want to talk about this because I find this very odd. All right, how can I get to this article for you? All right.
You've been looking for.
The Riley strain case continues
Not
to
this. Stop. Says here, and I want to go over this little bit of information. He had sent me a text and said he was drinking a rum and coke and it didn't taste good, she told News Nation during the interview on April 16. And I said, well, you probably shouldn't drink it then. And he goes, it tastes like barbecue. And I go, well, that sounds awful. And he said, it sounds good, but it's not. Is that something, do you think, that is sinister? Or do you think maybe it's some sort of drink they do? I'm in two minds about it. Maybe they use like a spiced rum that he's not used to. I know that there's a big difference between, I don't know, like name a rum company that you could get at the bottle store. And then maybe if you go to like a really nice bar, they might have something a little more, fancy or artisan, something that maybe you have not tasted before. And I was wondering, maybe it had like a lot of spices in it because they do spiced rum. And I was like, maybe they made it with something that wasn't like Bacardi or, whatever some of the other like common brands are that just taste like rum. Maybe they use like a Jamaican rum or, and I've had Jamaican rum. And that stuff is like lighter fluid. It's so strong and it has like a really interesting taste about it. So I was like, well, do you think I don't think it's being drugged. Like, what kind of drugs taste like barbecue? I mean, if there are drugs that taste like barbecue, you let Ping know. I want some of them. No, I'm just kidding. But it's an interesting way to describe it, right? It tastes like barbecue. Well, what does barbecue taste like? Tastes like it tastes like meat. Tastes like maybe like charcoal, like that burnt taste, or maybe he means like barbecue sauce. So maybe does it taste like, vinegar or it, it's interesting. What's in barbecue sauce? Like brown sugar. They put brown sugar in a lot of traditional. Here we go. So this is sort of like some of the basics for a USA barbecue sauce, right? So you got white wine vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, oil, honey, ketchup, brown sugar, treacle, and different spices, pepper, smoked paprika, mustard powder, and then the brown sugar. So any of these located in spiced rum. Spiced rum ingredients. Let's see. Does have cinnamon, allspice berries, black peppercorn, star anise, and freshly grated nutmeg, ginger, cloves, vanilla bean, uh, citrus zest. So I don't know if some of these overlap and maybe the taste profiles might, but maybe that's what they were thinking. I don't know. Moonshine. Let's all get some moonshine, Danny. Yeah, barrel tastes like smoked barbecue. Maybe, like the barrel of the rum. Forson's mum, I went to Jamaica and I had Jamaican rum cake. Oh, that stuff is just, it's like they went, here's a cake. Let's get a vat of rum and just soak it in the cake for like 2 years. And then we'll just let people eat it. It is so strong. And I had that as like a 14-year-old. Crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but maybe they have like a house one that they use like in all their rum concoctions or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what it might be. Honey might be in it. Maybe honey. I have no idea. Maybe they ran away from being abused or something like that. Um, Marjorie Moore says, that sounds like a good barbecue sauce recipe to me. Yeah, maybe. I just find it an interesting way to describe a drink that's no good. And it's not a description I've heard for a drugged drink, right? When I hear about people's drinks who are being spiked, normally you hear it tastes like chemical, it tastes bitter, it tastes like not right, it tastes like Panadol, it tastes, just off, tastes sour, that type of thing. I've never heard someone describe it as barbecue. It is an interesting descriptor. Nutmeg? Are you saying that he was going out on the town to have a nutmeg high? Sounds like a bad dishwasher. You might be right, Danny. Maybe whoever is washing the glasses did not do a good job. I'm not a huge fan of rum. It's to me it's got like the first bit of the taste of rum is really nice, but the back end, like the aftertaste to me tastes disgusting. It's so pungent and it's really strong and yeah, to me it's not I don't really like it that much. Maybe some sort of chemical taste like lighter fluid. Well, a lot of people describe alcohol as lighter fluid. So yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Pam says rum is my favorite. If the rum had a lot of nutmeg, maybe. It's an interesting descriptor. I just never heard that before. I don't like this rum and coke. It tastes like barbecue. It's a bit strange. Let me see if I can find our link again. All right, there we go. Yeah. It says, for Michelle, the text could give an insight into Riley's final hours, explaining maybe there was something in there that shouldn't have been. Like what? A barbecued, like, slow cooked pork? Or, hey man, hey man, stop putting that slow cooked pork into my rum and coke. I didn't ask for that. It says, after a, hey, hold on. Sorry about that. I spent all last night yelling over the stupid music in the restaurant we were at, and my voice has gone crazy today. It's got a bit strained from trying to talk over the bloody music in the restaurant. Um, okay. Yeah, I find that odd. Let's go back. How do I keep losing my page? Okay. It says here they are waiting toxicology. It says for his mum, the text could give an insight into Riley's final hours, explaining maybe there was something in his drink that shouldn't have been there. The messages are just the latest update in the case of Riley's March 8th disappearance during a night out with friends in downtown Nashville. And then we read a couple of, like, what was it, 3 or 4 days ago? I brought you a story out of Nashville. That there was a spate of druggings in the area here that had happened, and that there has been a lot of concern over it.
I don't know who I was with, what I was doing, how long I was from the bar to my house.
Tonight in Operation Crime and Justice, we continue to look into reports of people getting drugged at Nashville nightclubs.
Well, this time it happened in a South Nashville bar, not downtown. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin joining us after hearing from more victims.
Since I've aired stories on drugging in Nashville, I have been getting many emails from both visitors and locals wanting to share their experiences with me with the hope that something will change. This woman tells me she had been visiting from Canada. She's always loved coming here, but this experience tainted her view of Music City. Carly says she only had one drink on Broadway and 2 ciders at a different bar over several hours. The last thing she remembers, singing karaoke. The friend with her says she couldn't speak, stand, or even hold her head up. It's something she's never experienced before and wishes there were better protocols in place for testing and keeping bars safe. Carly credits the Safe Bar program, which trains and provides resources to establishments across the city.
They brought me into the hotel lobby. I threw up all over the lobby floor. They got me, or I think someone working in the hotel and my coworker got me upstairs to the room, and I was completely gone. Like she said, like all of your motor skills were completely gone. I called my doctor the next morning and I was like, what should I do? Should I go to a hospital in Nashville? Obviously I'm from Canada, so I was like willing like to pay, like it's not gonna be free, I get it. And she was like, honestly, at this point, because I think I called her around noon, she was like, it's gonna be out of your system.
Some people feel it is actually quite difficult to get a test here at local hospitals. 2 of them test at the provider's discretion, and you also need to file a police report before. 2 other hospitals have not provided me with any information. Now, this woman tells me she wishes there was a test to take that's easily accessible so she and others can get some peace.
I know they brought out those, like, those, like, drink cards? Like, you put your drink on it, like a coaster, where you can put your finger in your drink and then drip it on the coaster, and it tells you if your drink has been adulterated. I wanna know if they have them in Nashville. That would be a great thing to hand out at the different bars down there for people. So if for some reason they think something's wrong, they can drip it onto their coaster and find out if their drink has anything in it. Let me see if they still make them. Coaster drug. What's it called? Drink. Drink safe technology. So they have certain things like this that they can give out at bars. So it can actually tell you if you can put like a drip of your drink on there and it tells you if your drink has something in it that shouldn't be. Test for all date rape drugs, including ketamine, GHB. Each coaster provides 2 different tests. A pinkish tint means ketamine. A greenish tint means GHB. They keep them in your purse or whatever. They're $1.25 each. That's not very expensive. And maybe either the police or the business bureau in Nashville could buy like 10,000 of these for Nashville pubs and give them out as part of like a citywide, you know, education campaign on, drink spiking. and it might help some people feel a bit safer, or at least give them the proof that when they go to hospital, they can say, look, my drink was adulterated. I need to have a blood test. And that way they don't have to go get a police report. They can just show them the coaster and be like, yeah, look, something is wrong. I feel very sick. Please, please help me. You know, they're only $1, and I'm sure if you bought 10,000 of these, you could get these down to, I don't know, 50 cents or not very much money for a city like Nashville. You didn't know they had them? I've seen them before. Stay home, conspiracy theorists. I don't know. There's a code? I had no idea. What code? Oh, okay. So the code for telling a bartender you're in trouble or need help is an angel shot with lime or with a twist. You can do this, and apparently, is that right? Finally, ordering an angel shot with lime means the customer is in immediate danger and needs a bartender to call police. I had no idea about this. An angel shot iced or with ice. A patron ordering an iced angel shot is requesting the bartender to call a taxi or Uber for them with no questions asked. This is most likely because the patron feels unsafe and wants to get quickly away from their companion without alerting them. In addition to calling a taxi or ordering an Uber for the patron, a bartender needs to find a discreet way to notify the patron that their ride has arrived. You could tell the patron they have a call at the bar or bring them a water in a shot glass, proclaiming that their angel shot is here. It says here, an angel shot with lime or with a twist. Finally, ordering an angel shot with lime means the customer is in immediate danger and needs the bartender to call police. As a bartender, this is the most serious of all angel shots, so you must take it seriously. An angel shot with lime is only ordered if a crime has been or is being committed. The bartender might also be required to make a statement to police since he or she is the one that made the call. Yeah, I've never heard of any of this. An angel shot. Okay. Makes sense. Like, I need an angel right now. The the concept of an angel shot was first introduced in 2017 by a bar in Florida, but it has since spread to other establishments across the US and beyond. The idea is simple. A customer orders an angel shot using a specific code, and the bartender knows how best to help the customer. There you go. Ladies out there or men out there, if you're in the dating scene or the drinking scene and you ever need help, try and if you need a Uber, try an angel shot neat or straight up. That could be for the patron is with a person or group of people they don't trust. The parking lot is dark. It is very late and there aren't a lot of people outside. The bar is in an unsafe neighborhood, or the patron is afraid they are being followed. They're asking for someone to walk them to their vehicle or to a cab. An angel shot iced or with ice is for you to be called an Uber or a taxi. And then the final one, that one with the lime or a twist, that is you need the police to be called. So I don't know if it works, but interesting. People out there, if you need help, you could do it like that. I'm not, Marlene. I'm not a woman. Are you sure? Are you sure I'm not a lady? Danny Mitchell says, I think the code is get this mofo off me. Yeah, I heard that there was a woman. There was a woman who actually did this. She kept ringing the 911 and she kept saying like bizarre things like, oh, I'd like a pizza with cheese and all this stuff. And the 911 operator was like, what the F? Like, why is this lady keep bringing and ordering pizza? And she kept doing it like every 10 minutes. And she's like, hey, where's the pizza? Why is the pizza taking so long? And eventually they caught on and they're like, oh, this woman is in trouble. We need to get to her. And they eventually were able, she was being held hostage in her own home. A guy had broken in, I think, and he was holding her hostage. And they ended up being able to get her. And yeah, I did say men. I said ladies or men. Diamond Heart says, how about help me? Yeah. I think it's more like if you need a code where you have someone within earshot that maybe they could hear you if you ask for help and maybe their offending would get a lot worse for you. It's a way of not, you know, drawing any attention to your request. I know, Moonlight View, sometimes it's so hard to be a woman. I go out there every day. I put on my high heels. I put my best skirt on, get a bra on, do my makeup, go out there and I face the world every day. Gambler says there is a brand called Rum and Q that makes a barbecue rum called Rumbo. Okay, we can have a look. We gotta go. Hold on. Rumbo. Hold on. One last thing, then we can go. No, I don't care about. What are you doing to me? There, just let me in. uh, there, you guys can see. Barbecue flavored Rumbo. You guys go, you can see it. So barbecue rum. Maybe that's what he had. No idea. Maybe that is their house rum. Maybe they use it in all their products. Who knows? Probably not, but it's an interesting piece of information. All right, guys, we got to go. We got to get out of here. Am I a lumberjack? Sometimes on a Thursday when I'm doing, stripping, I often dress up as a lumberjack if that's what the ladies want. I'll put on my best flannel, get my axe, and I go out and I strip. All right, no, okay. I'm gonna go. I love you all. You got to get out of here. You got to go to Trish. Oh shoot! I thought she just hit go on her live. All right. Hey, I don't know. I don't have time to read the names out, but I will on the second show. Okay. Hey, I love you all. Bye bye.